Hi, I'm Dr. Shikha Sharma and welcome to the Vedic channel. So, on this Vedic channel, we talk about the basic fundamentals of nutrition during the Vedic period. We also talk about the protocol which I have developed, which is the Vedic protocol, which is an integration of modern nutrition, modern medical science, and Vedic principles of nutrition. That means it has three things: modern nutrition, modern medical science, and the ancient principles of Vedic nutrition. But today in this video, I want to talk about that why are people uh, thinking that Vedic means vegetarian. A lot of people come up to me and they say that Dr. Shikha, we want to follow this Vedic plan, Vedic diet, but we are non-vegetarians and right now we are not keen to really become vegetarian. So would it work for us? So that brings a smile to me because most people, even in India, think Vedic means vegetarian, which is as far from truth as possible. So what is Vedic? And in the Vedic period, what was talked about and what was Vedic diet? So, Vedic diet principles are fundamentally a set of 11, 12 principles which define the action and the reaction which happens between energies. What are those three energies? Those three energies are your body energy, which we also call DNA. The second energy is the environmental energy, and the third, which is the environment, the climate, the season, the time of the day, the circadian, the interaction between the circadian rhythm and the time of the day. And the third energy, obviously, is the food energy, because each food energy or food type had a defined uh, energy which interacted with the body and with the environment. And this three interplay of energy, these three energy types, when they had an interplay, this led to outcome of either disease or health. So again, coming back to our topic today, that why do people think Vedic means vegetarian? Because people think that Vedic period was all about saints and rishis, and therefore perhaps they said that everybody should be vegetarian, which is not true, because in the Vedic period, everybody, all population lived, and the food was defined according to what outcome you wanted. So, for example, if the outcome you wanted was energy, passion, ability to protect your people, ability to fight a war, ability to attack, ability to defend, then it was recommended that you should have foods which have high passion level, and that food also included a lot of vegetarian food, non-vegetarian foods, a lot of meat, a lot of different kinds of meats. In fact, in the Vedas, different kind of meats have been described. Like these are meats of animals which live near a swamp. This is meat of an animal which lives in a desert, like camel meat, horse meat. So different kinds of meats were described, and their impact on the human body was also described. Like what would be the impact of eating fish? What would be the impact of eating a quail? What would be impact of eating a bird? What would be the impact of eating a goat? So all these meats were described and the impact was described, and what is the outcome you want, and what is the kind of diet you should have. Now, diet was not just limited to survival. Diet was closely engaged or closely associated with who you are and what is your purpose and what is your action and what is your daily life routine. Like, for example, a lot of alcohol recipes was given in the Vedic period, which clearly means that the Vedas were not trying to be moralistic about anything. They were just, it was a science of cause and effect. And the cause and effect science had everything in it: recipes of alcohol, recipes of non vegetarian food, recipes of vegetarian food, recipes of plants, recipes of minerals. It was basically a scientific guide of cause and effect. Now, to give you an example, milk was described in many forms. Like, for example, what would be the composition of goat's milk and what would be the impact on your body, your digestion, and even your mind. What would be the impact of buffalo's milk on your body, on your digestion, and on your mind? What would be the impact of cow's milk on your body, on digestion, on your mind? What would be the impact of camel's milk? So even the milk was so finely understood, described, and the impact was studied that if somebody was having buffalo's milk and they had XYZ disorder, they were told that, okay, shift from buffalo's milk to this milk, or shift from camel's milk to this milk, because this is the kind of impact on your body. Similarly, for people who were warriors, who were kings, the kind of food which was suggested to them was a lot of meat products, a lot of products which actually increase their virya, their fighting capacity, and the ability to attack and be fearless in the face of death, and ability to attack and defend their people, defend their tribe, defend their community, and also be able to sustain that for years and years and years. Like, for example, anybody, irrespective of what they eat and what is their strength, if they're attacked, they'll protect and they will attack back. But for a warrior, it was a profession. It was something they had to do day in and day out and keep preparing and keep doing it, which meant that their whole mind, their body, everything had to be aligned to that purpose in life. So it was a very purpose-driven occupation. It was not a random thing which was written. It was a purpose-driven occupation where you prepared your mind, body, and the whole of you for that particular activity. Like the samurai warriors in Japan. Samurai warriors were not just who accidentally got into that profession. They were prepared, and it was a very purposeful preparation for them to become a samurai warrior. It was not just a random act of them becoming a samurai warrior. So the same was, and that's why, like today, when you have athletes, the athlete who is bodybuilding gets a very different nutrition. The athlete who's a marathon runner gets a different nutrition. The athlete who's a sprinter gets a different nutrition. Why? Because despite all of them being athletes, because of the kind of activity they're engaging in, the body works differently, the mind works differently. And that's how they need different kinds of nutrition. So fundamentally, what I'm trying to explain today is, if you think about ancient Vedic sciences, it is not a synonym for a vegetarian diet. It is not a synonym for a vegan diet. Vedic nutrition is basically a cause and effect formula which in detail defines what would be the effect of a particular nutrition plan, and depending on your work and your occupation and the purpose, what is the kind of nutrition which will support you, which will support your mind, your body in that. In the next video, we will be talking about Rajasic, Sattvic, and Tamasic nutrition. What did it really mean in the Vedic period? What was Rajasic? What was Sattvic? What was Tamasic? And what was the purpose of these three nutrition types? And how did they impact the body? And what kind of foods are Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic? And how one can use these foods according to our profession, according to what outcomes we want for our life, and what is our purpose. So with that, I invite all questions. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please do write in the comment box below. If you want to visit our website, or if you want to know more about Vedic principles, do write to us, and we'll be happy to respond back in the comment section. Also, if you want to visit our website, it is www.drshikasharma.com, and you'll find lots of literature over there, lots of blogs over there. And tomorrow we will talk about Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic diets, and what did it mean in the Vedic period, and how did it support the lifestyles of people and their purpose and their ambitions. Keep watching this particular channel for more information.